Good morning, thank you for joining me on another day of garage workouts. Your garage, your gym. I'm just trying to move my arms in circles a little bit and warm up. Today we have super simple routine, abs and legs. So combination of two exercises, of two different parts of your body, abs and core. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm just, stretching a little bit, creating a little bit of range of motion before I start. So we have 8 exercises, 4 for abs, 4 for legs, and we are going to do some sets just to help to burn, out those areas. All right, let's move this. Now the other way, out and in. Alright, so let's start. So we have crunches first. So we go right here and up and down. I want to do this until I feel the burn in my abs. I'm going to put my hands up. That way I can actually work on the core even harder. And I want to do this until I feel that burn. I'm also contracting my stomach. So I'm not just letting, the timing and the friction do that. I'm contracting at the same time. I was feeling that, it burned. If you don't contract, you can be here forever. So we don't want to do that. We just want to contract. Very good. Contraction right there. Contraction. Contraction. You can grab your chair underneath, or you can put your hands up. Wowie. And one more. Again, contraction. That's the trick. Contraction. Contraction. Every time I do this, contract, 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 and contract. Awesome. Just a little run to loosen up the muscle a little bit. We got 8 exercises. We're done with the first one. Number 2, I'm going by the book today. No timer. Wide dumbbell squats. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to do. Wide dumbbell squats. Let's do it. I have my weights right here. I'm going to grab it. This is heavy, and I'm going to be doing heavy squats. Go up and down. I'm contracting my legs too. Okay, I don't want to be here forever. I'm going to contract. Contract, contraction. Oof. Wow. Contraction, contraction, contraction. Very good. Number 2. Down, contract those legs. Contraction. Yeah. Contraction. 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 That's 2. Feel all this in here. Let's go for number 3. Contraction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. All right. When you contract, you don't have to do a lot of reps. If you don't feel the burn, if you're not contracting enough, just do more reps until you feel it. All right, next one, straight leg lifts. So it's kind of like a crunch, but with your legs straight. So I go back to my chair. Now, when I sit on my chair, look, I'm sitting close to the edge. Not too far that I'm going to slide out of the chair, but far enough that I can create leverage with my upper body. And from here, I go up and down. I can grab this. That makes it easier. I don't want it easier. I want to create that contraction, so I put my hands up. contract here the abs. Wow, that's one. Let's go for two. Remember, contraction is the key, so you don't have to be here forever. Contract. Contract the abs. Contract the abs. So you're just gonna get that burn faster. Oof. Wow. Also, you feel that on your back, on your lower back, so the whole core of your body works. Okay, number three. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Awesome. Okay. Let's walk. Let's get those abs a little rest. Next one. Alternating back lunges. Heavy alternating back lunges. I think I'm gonna move. No, that's good. That's good weight right there. For alternating back lunges. All right. Time is up. Let's bring this back a little bit so I have a space. All right, so I'm going deep lunges. Now deep lunges. I'm contracting. Every time I go up, I contract my legs. Always contracting right there. Contracting, yes. Contractions, yes. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna put a little more weight on the next one. That's a little more weight. All right, same deal. Contract those legs every time you go up. Down, contract, down, contract. Deep lunges, all the way down, all the way up. Deep lunges, deep lunges. I broke my toes on the left about a few weeks ago. So, that's good. Number two. I broke it right in there. And it's been recovering. I have my toes taped. Doing jiu-jitsu. Just put too much pressure on one side and the toe went to the side as I was putting pressure. So I have it together, so if I go too much on that side, I can feel it a little bit. So I'm gonna be careful with that. So you know what I'm gonna do? My last set, I'm gonna do deep lunges or balance lunges. That way I don't involve my toe into it. Okay, so I'll go here. I'm gonna go very deep, down and deep. Just one and then the other. 6, 7, right here. Contract, 9, contract, 10, very good. So this is what I mean that when you modify, let's see if that might help. Yeah, that's better, yeah. Or here. Better here. That way my toes are not involved. 3, 4. Good. So this is an example on how to modify an exercise when you're feeling something. I was feeling it right there. It's not totally cured. It's been It's supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks to be perfect. It's been about 4 weeks. So I have to be careful. Okay, next one. Crisscross abs. Okay, these are number 5. So, crisscross abs. We're gonna continue using the chair. I mean, if you don't have a chair, you can go to the floor if you like. So crisscross, we go right here and right there. You can also go this way. If it's better, I just like to go up because that really triggers my abs and I'm contracting and making this work. Contracting your abs, contracting. Awesome. Remember that I do this for education and information purposes. So I'm a trainer, but I'm not training you if you're not running my studio. So use this as a guide. That's it. Okay? Let's go for number 2. Information and education purposes. It's my purpose. Let's go. Wow, what a burn. Whew. One more. All right, let's go. I'm contracting. I can feel that. When I contract, wow. When I contract this, I really, really feel it. I love it. Okay, next. Narrow dumbbell squats. Okay. So narrow dumbbell squats, super easy. I'm gonna use this that I had before. So narrow squats, basically what I'm doing, I'm here, my weight's on the side, I go up and down, but this time it's narrow. Before we were going wide with the weights in the center, now we go narrow with the weights on the sides. Every time I go up, I squeeze my glutes, and I squeeze my legs, up and down, squeeze, 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 oh, squeeze. Wow. Can you feel it? Okay, let's go number 2. Up and down. Squeeze. Squeeze those legs. Squeeze those legs. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the legs. Wow, I couldn't lift that last one. So, if you don't know the technique of the squeezing, because sometimes you try to squeeze and you don't feel it well, it takes a few times to feel that squeeze and do it correctly. Don't worry, just do more reps. When you don't do more reps, you're going to exhaust the muscle anyways. Just with the squeezing and the contraction, I just force the muscle to get exhausted faster. That's all it is. Okay, it's just so I don't have to do 1,000 reps, that's all. So use that technique, that will save you a lot of time. That way we can cut our workouts, between 25, 35 minutes. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less sometimes, depending what we're doing, but make it in that fashion and in that timing. And you see right now I'm talking, I was not squeezing as much, so I did a few more reps. Whew, it's burning. Whew, that was burning. All right. Okay, so next one, feeble leg hamstring. So, the next one we're going to be working on our hamstrings, and also it works your back because you're gonna do bridges, so it's good for core as well. So go here, and we go back, and 2. Now every time I do this, I dig my heels on the ball, and I squeeze my hamstrings, okay? Remember, just squeeze the hamstrings right there. Squeeze, so you can feel this faster. You'll have to do 1,000 reps to make it happen. I put my hands on each side for balance. One more. Wow. That's one. All right, now let's go for 2. Remember to squeeze those hamstrings. There's the back of your legs right there. Squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings right there. Oh, wow. You see, you don't have to do a lot of reps to feel this one when you are squeezing. If I don't squeeze, I can do a lot more reps. Period. You know. All right. Last one. Like for example, here I'm not going to squeeze. I can keep going. I'm going. I don't feel it. Now I squeeze. Squeeze right there. Squeeze right there. Oh, I felt it. Just after 3. So that is something that you need to understand. You know, you wanna be time efficient. You have to squeeze those body, and that actually helps you learn about dynamic tension. When you do dynamic tension, you do a lot more than what you think. And when you're good at it, you can do it anytime. Driving your car, you can actually squeeze and do dynamic tension. All right, next one. Calves raises. Okay, so for calves, well, in this case, since calves is the only exercise I'm doing for my calves, I'm going to do 6 sets. Okay, I've been doing 3 for the other ones, but I have been doing a lot of, like, you know, abs and legs. So right here, I'm just going to do my calves, and I'm going to do it 6 times. You can also squeeze your calves. So I'm going to start squeezing now. Squeeze those calves. Wow. It burned. Okay, let's go again. That's all right, ready? Let's go for 3. What a burn. What a burn. All right. Number 4. All right. That was 4. Let's go for 5. Let's go 6. Oh, wow. Let's do one more. Just to make sure we got this nice and burning. friends. That was awesome. Let's shake those legs. Let's put this thing back here. Awesome job, everybody. Awesome job, girls and boys. Now we're gonna stretch a little bit. Up, down, stretch. Slowly back up. All the way up, down, stretch. Slowly back up. Side stretches. Other side. Right here. Remember that it's important, the consistency. Doing this every single day. That's what I've been doing the last 40 years. Every single day I do some sort of workout. Sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, but I'm always working on something. All right, now we're gonna do our calves. Consistency is the key. I have a lot of friends that when we were younger, we were pushing more weights, you know, and it was all about getting more muscular and stuff. And some of them, they got bigger than me because they were using, you know, some additives that I do not like and I never used. And but today, those same friends are not how they used to look, you know. I mean, they're strong, but they are not. They don't have any more definition. Some of them grew like a huge. Let's call it a huge abs. They grow huge abs. Okay, so round abs. So I don't want to be mean. So you know, and that happens. That happens when you don't get consistency. In my case, sometimes I work a little less than them. In one day, they'll be at the gym 2 hours. I'll be 45 minutes, 50 minutes, you know, but I will come the next day. And they don't. And then I will come the next day. So that's the idea, you know. You do this every day so you can actually develop a habit. And consistency is what maintains your body in good shape. You know, you don't have to be the most strongest one, the most athletic one, but basically being consistent with resistance training and a little cardio is going to put you over the edge throughout the years, especially when you get older. Especially when you get older. When we get older, sometimes we get a little lazier. You know, we get tired faster and we don't want to work out that much. But when the days that you don't want to work out that much, that's do something for 20-25 minutes. You know, do something. That's the key. Do something. And that's why, you know, I start working on my programs for garage workout and start putting all these simple exercises together for, you know, people like you and me, you know, that we have to go to work, we have kids, we have other activities, we have a social life, and, you know, we want to feel good, you know, we want to eat good, we want to feel good, we want to do some resistance training, feel stronger, you know, through, you know, we get older. And that's the thing, that's all. Not magic pills. All right, now, right here. Yesterday I got a massage, finally. It was great. I have this awesome therapist at our wellness center, and he did a great job. He really loosened me up. this is so good after the leg workout. Sternum. I'm gonna pop it a little bit. Very good. And we're gonna plow because we did this before the plow, so let's plow now. Let's go back all the way. And now, let's do some rolls. Alrighty. Okay, girls and boys, thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, like the video. And I will see you tomorrow for our next workout. I'm planning on working on back and just do back. So we're gonna do different exercises. Let's do it. Peace.